Sorry. Sorry about the angle, guys. So I thought I'd just come out on here just quickly. Sorry for the angle. I'm just gonna fix that for you. Hi. So welcome to another episode of Spill the Tea. So firstly, if you haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Beth. I make Fangirl content. I make disability awareness content. I'm a student. I'm 32 years old. And I love all things Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Narnia, and I am a fangirl of fantasy, fiction, and all that. But first, I just want to bring something to you guys' attention. So I think when we hit July, there's going to be some major changes around funding around VHN funding. So if you're part of CC's Disability Action, be aware that they are training our funding rate, petrol and support hours if you get support with CC's Disability Action around New Zealand. And if you're in other parts of the world, I don't know whether this is happening globally, but it is happening in New Zealand when it is July. And I just thought I'll come up on here today and give you guys a bit of a heads up, because things are definitely changing for me. Things will be changing for other support people that need support around CCS. And that will affect ours, family members, and if you have support through CCS, I don't know whether it's going to happen with working income or whatever, but it wouldn't be nice for the government to give us a heads up. So that's what's happening with the funding packages apparently, but I will believe it when I see it. Obviously it's going to be major changes for me. I have had trouble with getting support, but thanks Daddy for giving your time. I wish you didn't, but yeah, so I just want to say, guys, just be cautious, because things will be changing with support hours and things with CTS. On other news, and this is really exciting, we are getting 3 Lord of the Rings movies. And one of them is filmed and directed by Andy Serkis, who played Gollum. And so Andy is going to be back in the role of Gollum after 10 years after The Hobbit, I think. Yeah. 10 years after The Hobbit, 20 years after Lord of the Rings, he's going to be back in the role. And I couldn't be more excited because it's been a while since we've have actually had something happen here in New Zealand. Especially after The Hobbit, especially I was thinking, are we going to get some more Lord of the Rings Tolkien content? And the answer is yes. And not only are we getting Lord of the Rings content, but we are getting more Tolkien content. Peter is now in negotiations with with different media companies, and he is in negotiations with sorry, not Warden Estate, sorry. So he isn't. They are doing Gollum, and then they are doing 3 other Middle Earth movies because the Tolkien estate has said yes. So we are getting some more content with Peter, Fran and Philippa. And the first one is with Andy Serkis playing Gollum, who is filming playing Gollum, but he's also directing. So can you imagine? So that's what's happening in Lord of the Rings world. And then we've got Greta Gerwig doing the Chronicles of Narnia. And I am pleased to say that it is going to be The Magician's Nephew. If not, I am going to be quite upset because Narnia.com, where I get most of my Narnia movie news from Narnia, is quite accurate. And then, so Greta Gerwig is now, I think she's filming that. So I might have to go out shopping and get me some Narnia books. because I've got the Harry Potter collection. Thank you, Josh and Amanda. But I haven't had the Narnia books for 3 decades since I left home at the age of 18. So I'm gonna have to get those read again. I do have them on audiobook, and I would love them in print. And then I might get the Hobbit print, large print books of both of the series. I'm gonna try and get both of those. So that's what's happening. That is Spillerton. I will see you guys when I'm next available to do a video. I am so busy right now. I am not feeling very well today, but I am off to do one of my mini projects before I go to Wintec. Anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment. And if you like the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, or you haven't seen them, after watching this video, enjoy 5 hours of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings, and then enjoy 2 towers for 5.5 hours, and then go and watch the Return of the King, which is 5 hours 25 minutes if you've got extended versions. And luckily I do. So in the next couple of days I might pop one of those on. But if you haven't seen the whole trilogy, I would start with The Hobbit and then go on to Lord of the Rings. Oh, before I go, in other news, so they are bringing up the HBO Harry Potter series as well. Now, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm excited. I'm a little bit skeptical. Just because of the teaser trailer. So if you've got any young kids, I would suggest watching those movies and series with your kids, especially Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter if you've got young children that like fantasy, because by the look of the trailer it looks like Aunt Petunia actually is quite abrupt with Harry, and yeah, I would just say when they come out, and when everything comes out, just please watch those with your kids. Even though they are children's books, the strange things about the adapted material is now I know Peter Jackson's gonna be all out there, and it's going to be a bit boring, and especially with Gollum. I mean, if you look at the two towers in the first scene, Smeagol is actually eating a fish, and then he eats Deagle, but I mean, he kills Deagle. So if you are watching Lord of the Rings and with your kids in mind, I would actually refrain from watching it with your young kids. But if they are old enough and are able to understand the material, then go ahead. But the Harry Potter trailer was really, the color palette was really dark, and it looks like Aunt Petunia's not going to be like she is in the books, but I'll be really good adaptations for this generation. And I'm not talking about my generation, I'm talking about the new generations of Harry Potter followers. I would suggest watching the first season of Harry Potter, and then with your children, because Aunt Petunia is quite abrupt. I don't know what they're doing with Uncle Vernon, but she is going to be a lot more boisterous, a lot more nasty. It's almost like, if you think of Matilda, this is where they become quite similar. Because the Trunchbull doesn't like children, and Aunt Petunia despises Harry. And I noticed in the snippet of the trailer that I saw scrolling through my reels that she can be a bit more nasty, so I would suggest watching all these series with your family, but please keep an eye on the young members of your family. But if Chris Columbus had anything to do with this, I know what style he does. So yeah, I'll be really interested to see what's coming up this year. Like I said, if you guys don't see me on here on a regular basis coming up, it's because I've got 2 projects in the pipeline, and one I'm gonna be very busy editing, and the other one I've got to set up. But I will keep an eye on Instagram Reels and YouTube videos with any updated news on the Harry Potter, and Narnia and Lord of the Rings slash Tolkien. So I'm quite excited. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry if that was a bit of a ramble, but it was an episode of Spill the Tea. Bye guys! Talk to you soon. Bye! Right. No, I can't get out of this. No. Right. Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry. Okay, guys. I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this little thing. I will see you next time. Bye. How do we get out of here? Right.